Greetings from Yerevan, Armenia. It is November 20th, Friday, about noon. I'm standing before a memorial here in one of the parks, and I was planning on doing this video for quite some time, but I've had a lot of work to get done. We're helping with evacuees from Artsakh, and we have a lot of ministry. And I planned this, I just haven't had time, but as I was thinking about the subject I wanted to do, it was called Never Again. And I was thinking about when I visit the Holocaust memorials and various places, that's a sign that you see often. And here I am in Armenia, and they have something written here in Hebrew. This is the memorial together for the Jews and the Armenians, that they would aprelchi moranal, that to live and not forget. And what does that mean? Well, for the Holocaust survivors and for those that are Jews, it means that may there never be a Holocaust again, and may we do something to keep this from happening. For the Armenians, it means may there never be another genocide again. Unfortunately, the United States has still, to this day, not recognized the Armenian Genocide. We need a president that will do that. And one thing that concerns me about the latest things that have happened, and I haven't made a video about this recently, my Facebook was shut down. I think some people complained about these videos that I make and they shut it down. So if you've been wondering where I'm at, I can't get on there for at least over a week now. And anyway, never again, we say. Well, you have to have the will to follow through with something like never again. Because what we saw happen on September 27th, when the Azeris, the Turks, and the Islamic terrorists invaded the Republic of Artsakh in Armenia, about 100 million people against about, if we include Armenia, around 3 million people, we saw that nobody had the will. I mean, this monument, what does that mean? Never again, if the world just sat back and watched it. And of course, the Azeris and the Turkish news said, oh, they aggressed on us. Oh yeah, the 150,000 people in the Republic of Artsakh decided that day they're going to just go and aggress in Azerbaijan. Absolutely ridiculous, but they always do that. And the reason I'm afraid about what's going to be happening in the next years is this. 1894, we have history to look at. So we look in the year 1894. We see in a place called Sasun Batman. It's in modern day Turkey. That was Western Armenia. What you see that happened there was the Kurdish tribes and the people that were living there kept kidnapping Armenian girls and raping them. And the Armenians were not allowed to defend themselves. They were called dhimmi people. They were not allowed to own weapons to defend themselves. There's more that they had to live under dhimmitud and the laws, but in short that. Well, some of these guys got sick of paying harach. They were paying bribes to the Kurdish leaders and so forth. They got sick of paying bribes all the time, so that they would leave them alone. They were sick of having their daughters being stolen from them. So there was one Armenian man shot a Kurdish chief, and that set off this entire massacre of around 200,000 people in the year 1894, well recorded in history and by missionaries that were there to see it. Well, did the world step in and stop this? No, the Ottoman Empire said, oh, there was an uprising. We had to squelch the uprising. Okay, right. Well, the world didn't do anything. So then they had a period of about 10-ish years of relative peace. But then the year 1909 in Adana, in Turkey, it's about 20 miles from where St. Paul of Tarsus is from, Tarsus. And the Armenians were massacred, about 20 to 30,000 at the time. Again, the Turkish Ottomans said, oh, there's an uprising. So we're going to go in and we're going to kill everybody and burn down all of their homes and trash their homes and loot and steal. And so they did that in the year 1909. And they also burned the entire Armenian Christian quarter of Tarsus as well at the time. That's where, again, the Apostle Paul was from. So, again, did the world do anything, step in? No, because the Ottomans said, oh, they aggressed. They did it. Okay, now listen to this. Just 6 years later, all right, 1915, that is when the official date of the Armenian Genocide begins, where they killed 1.5 million Armenians. Massacred them, stole their homes, stole their property, stole their lands. Many were exiled. So many people were orphaned. And again, what did the world do? Nothing. No, they didn't step in. They didn't do anything. So now we are today, in the year 2020, and I'm seeing a repeat of history. We have these Azeris and people come in and they said, oh, they were the aggressors. No, that didn't happen. One, they've lied about everything that they've said in this war since the very beginning. I've seen and caught them in each one of their lies. Now we have on November 10th at 1 a.m, some kind of a ceasefire agreement, peace agreement was signed. And since then, there's been relative peace, but it's not really true. And in fact, they've still been capturing Armenians in the area of Artsakh, and they've been torturing them. They've been humiliating them. When they go into the Armenian homes, they trash them. They do horrible things. They're still doing that. So it's not like there's no violence. There's still violence going on, people. And still, oh, never again. Oh, by the way, right? No, I don't think so. All these woke people that are always, up there in their academic, high horses and talking about these things. Where are you people at during this time? You're too occupied with your books and your papers and your speeches, but not actually to take action and do the hard work that it takes to get Artsakh recognized and let the world know the war crimes that have been taking place over here. So I'm afraid of this. Russian peacekeepers have been coming in. I've seen plane after cargo plane. I've seen the lines of the Russian tanks going down the streets here. And they're moving in and they're going in, but the Turkish peacekeepers are going to be there as well in that area to keep the peace. Well, they say that there's going to be a 5-year agreement for this peacekeeping people. So the people that live in the little piece of land that is still left for the Armenians, that they can try to stay in relative peace. Well, this is what I'm afraid of, because historically the Turkic people have lied about everything they do. They're going to do it again. So how are these peacekeepers going to actually react? What's going to actually happen? How are they going to squelch any kind of aggression from Azeris and Turks? They're not. This is what's going to happen every single time, because this is what they did in history. There's going to be Armenians living in their lands in Artsakh, and somebody's going to snipe them off. They're going to shoot them. They're going to attack a home. Then they're going to attack a village, because they're going to look at how the map lines are drawn out, and they're going to realize, oh, we wanted actually that village too. But you know what? They're going to come up with an excuse. They're going to say to the Russian peacekeepers, hey, yeah, they attacked and they aggressed on us, so we just attacked back. And it's just a mutual thing. And that's why we took that over. And that's why we killed those people. And that's why we did that. You're going to see this for the next 5 years. But I'm afraid this September 27th aggressions, this short war, is only the beginning. It is not over. They were testing the world to see what they would do. And world, you said never again, right? Never again. My Israeli friends that I love, never again, right? What are you going to do for the Armenian people? United States, what are you going to do for the Armenian people? Europe, what are you going to do? Are you going to recognize this? Who cares what the UN says? Who cares what some organization says? Oh, we condemn the atrocities. There's people that have been saying that. They're condemning the atrocities that were done by the Azeris, Turks, and Islamic terrorists. Oh, they condemn. Oh, that's real nice. Well, what are you going to do? How are you going to enforce it? What are you going to do about it? Nothing. You're just going to sit there on a piece of paper. Oh, we condemned it. Well, great. Oh, good job, guys. That does nothing. That absolutely does nothing. There has to be consequences. I am not the one to say what the consequences are, but there's smarter people that can. There needs to be consequences, not just some paper of condemnation. There needs to be follow-up in this. And I'm afraid that we're going to see, and if you all are aware, in 2023 is the year that Tayyip Erdogan, the president of Turkey, wants to make Turkey the Islamic Republic of Turkey. He's been planning this for a long time. He's been speaking very, very openly about this. And I'm afraid that we're going to see this, and what he was doing is testing the world, whether they would do anything or not. Because, look, the existence of the Armenian people reveals and exposes and reminds the Turkic people of the communal guilt they have concerning the genocide. Every time they hear the word Armenian, when they see the map Armenia, something that's there convicts them, and it's hardened their hearts towards the Armenian people. The existence of the Armenian people has been really this painful reminder, but they try to suppress their sin. They suppress what their forefathers have done. So they want to wipe this area out of the map and make a pan-Turkic area. Again, I'm back here. We've got 10 minutes of a video. I'm going to shut it down. Again, I want you to look at the memorial where I'm standing here. What does it say? Never forget. April Chi Moranal. Let's see if we can do this. And my Hebrew reading friends, what will you do to support your Armenian brothers and sisters? God bless you all.